Chapter 10. Window Peeper. Window Peeper is an extremely inquisitive chap, unable to resist peeping through the windows, holes and cracks in the walls of the houses he visits. He will often bang on the window with his fist before running off to hide, chuckling to himself. Peeper also has a novel way of getting about. He has a special jumping pole, which he uses to travel up and down the mountain over the thick winter snow. Window Peeper is the 10th Yuletide lad to leave the cave, with only 4 short days until Christmas.
Remember, a magic potato in the children's shoes is more important than peeping through windows.
Leaping on his jumping pole, Peeper bounds towards the cave entrance, almost knocking Ragyuk into the cooking pot as he goes. Wearing a very fine grey cap, he speeds over the snowfields and down the mountain. Moon smiles as he watches the Yuletide lad spring over the snow and ice with ease. Before long, Peeper arrives at the bottom of the mountain. Ahead of him is a frozen lake. Taking a giant leap from the shore, Peeper lands in the centre of the lake.
This is fun,
shouts Peeper as he skates around on the soles of his shoes. He stops, looks down at the ice and notices how clear it is, like a giant window under his feet. He kneels down and presses his face as close to the ice as a Yuletide lad possibly could.
I can see all the way to the bottom of the lake,
shouts Peeper excitedly to himself. A large shadow moves slowly along the bottom of the lake. It turns and rushes towards the surface, breaking the ice with a massive crack. He's confronted by the sight of a gigantic green monster's head, poking through a great hole in the ice right in front of him.
Yelp!
Peeper jumps back, fearing the worst. Before the monster can do anything, like eat the poor lad, Peeper grabs his sack and jumping pole and springs away, back onto dry land, leaving a surprised and lonely lake monster behind. It had noticed the Yuletide lad peering through the ice and only wanted to pop up to say hello. The lake monster slips, sad and alone, back to its lair below the ice. Window Peeper bounds into the village at great speed. He crashes into a house, flying through an upstairs window and landing on a woolen carpet. He has landed in a living room of the humans. Next to him is a strange box with a small blue light and a window. You and I know that the box is actually a television set, but to Peeper, this is the most exciting window he's ever seen. He presses his nose close up to the screen, touching the blue light. It suddenly bursts into life. On the other side of this magical window appear humans and animals, having lots of adventures. Peeper can't believe his eyes.
No one will mind me looking into this window. My brothers will be so jealous when they see my magical window box.
Full of excitement, he lifts the box off the table. The television is still attached to the wall by its cable and yanks out of Peeper's grasp. Peeper checks to see if the humans and animals are safe, but they've all disappeared.
They've all escaped. Every last one.
Having no time to search for them, Peeper makes his escape back through the window and bounces off on his pole to deliver his potatoes to the children. Task completed, Window Peeper bounds over the snowy fields to meet his brothers, only to find them sat, looking dejected, around the campfire.
Why do you all look so glum? It's almost Christmas. Our dearest brother is missing,
replies Hobbler. Peeper looks around his brothers and realises that it's Stumpy, their favourite brother. A sad moon glides silently through the night before disappearing below the horizon.